and he's not holding back. Here's what Shaq said that got everyone talking. When asked about load management, Shaq didn't sugarcoat it.
Go ahead.
So you want me to pay you $30 million to play 30 games? Hell no. No.
What's good, YouTube Sports? Where somebody that we got? Shaquille O'Neal destroys LeBron and KD for disrespecting MJ? So I just seen this video recently, and I don't even know what this has anything to do. LeBron and KD, I don't know what they said, but let's get right into this video and let's find out.
Right, and then the stars are not playing because of load management.
Yeah.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in. I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying? You know, some people say, I want to go.
So Shaq is gonna call him out for the Mind the Game podcast comments. I remember this when this first dropped. It had the internet in a fury for real.
10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
Shaquille O'Neal just set the NBA world on fire, and LeBron James and Kevin Durant are caught in the crossfire. When Shaq came out swinging against load management, calling out modern players for sitting out games while making tens of millions of dollars, he didn't just ruffle feathers, he started a war. And the timing couldn't be more perfect, because Durant and LeBron just finished laughing at Michael Jordan's legacy on their podcast, dismissing everything the older generation built. Now Shaq's throwing punches, and he's not holding back. Here's what Shaq said that got everyone talking. When asked about load management, Shaq didn't sugarcoat it.
Go ahead.
So you want me to pay you $30 million to play 30 games? Hell no. No. 80 games is fine, because I did it.
He didn't stop there either.
Jerry West did it. Kareem did it. Magic did it. Bird did it. Bernard King, like all the great legends before us did it.
Think about that for a second. Shaq's pointing out something nobody wants to admit. The legends who built this league, who made it what it is today, played every single night. They didn't have the medical technology modern players have. They didn't have the training staffs, the recovery centers, the sports science departments, and they made a fraction of what today's players earn. Yet some.
But do they have the same hunger as those NBA legends had in tenacity? No. This boy Bird was diving into the stands, ready to cut his head open for a loose ball. Like, come on, bro. It's just not comparable. It's just not.
Somehow, they showed up every night. When someone asked Shaq if he thinks there are too many games in an NBA season, his answer was simple and brutal. Nope. If we had to do it, they have to do it. No sympathy, no understanding, just straight facts. The old generation played through injuries, through fatigue, through everything the league threw at them, and they did it without complaining. But of course, the modern NBA wasn't going to take that lying down. Draymond Green fired back immediately.
What I think is actually quite bullshit myself is to incorporate something at this point.
Austin Rivers went even further. When asked if he's pro the 65-game rule that Charles Barkley once raised to 70, Rivers said,
"It's ridiculous. I love Charles Barkley. He's wrong."
Yeah. Well, so the older guys, they played all the games.
That's cool, man. And now they walk around and their fucking knees touch.
that's the defense modern players are using. They're saying that.
Bro, you sound stupid, Rivers. Y'all are getting hurt more than any other era in NBA history. Y'all have the most players sitting out. Y'all have players that are all-star superstars that are fragile. Y'all have a player named Street Clothes right now that's on the shopping market. Like, come on, bro. It's not even comparable, bro. Like, one of y'all best big men is called Street Clothes, and back in the day, the best big men were called Superman. It's a complete difference.
Old guys destroyed their bodies, so why should we? They're acting like playing basketball for millions of dollars is some kind of sacrifice.
Isn't it crazy, too? They're making more money than the older guys, and they're talking about why should we, bro? Y'all are being compensated more than any other player to do that, and y'all still don't want to. That's crazy.
That requires them to preserve their health by sitting out half the season. Nikola Jokic even said he thinks forcing players to play is wrong.
I mean, definitely forcing players to play. We saw what happened with the drill, but it's something that probably league wants to. I don't know.
Basically admitting he doesn't.
Bro, this whole league nowadays, bro, these players like this, the culture is just completely flipped. It's just been a culture change. Can't do nothing about it unless they want to do something about it.
Doesn't want to be on the court if he doesn't feel like it. This is the mentality Shaq's attacking. And honestly, he's got a point. Because while modern players are complaining about their workload, they're making more money than ever before. The average NBA salary is over $10 million. Max contracts are pushing $60 million per year. And guys are sitting out games because they played 3 nights ago and they're tired. Now here's where this gets really interesting. Right around the same time, Shaq's calling out load management, Kevin Durant and LeBron James were on LeBron's Mind the Game podcast, and they decided to take shots at Michael Jordan. Not directly, of course. They're too smart for that. But the message was crystal clear. Durant started talking about longevity, about how hard it is to keep playing year after year.
Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
LeBron started laughing immediately. The camera caught it. They both knew exactly what they were doing, making Jordan's retirement sound like he quit on the game while LeBron's longevity
See, I remember this happening too. Y'all were getting on me because I remember at first I was saying I don't see what the issue is. But I understand the issue now, what it is, because they're bringing this up like MJ just got tired of the game or the game. No. MJ had some stuff happen like personal reasons too as well during that time frame. So you can't even say it's because of that. So I understand the disrespect in this. What Katie and LeBron said now.
Made him somehow tougher or more dedicated. Then LeBron added his own dismissive comment about the sport itself. Just basketball.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
That's how LeBron described the game that made him a billionaire, the game that gave him everything. Michael Jordan never talked about basketball like that. When asked about his mentality, Jordan said,
"No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times."
That's the difference right there. Jordan didn't view basketball as just a job or just a game. It was everything. And his teammates saw it firsthand. One of MJ's teammates told a story about Jordan's second year in the league.
Coming to practice, he's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year, he was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Wow. Like, and so he practiced every day and he played every game on one leg. So
but this is also older MJ Ty Lue's talking about too, bro. And LeBron's in the same situation right now. And I'm seeing I'm getting notifications on ESPN LeBron out every other day. Every other day LeBron got some reason why he out the game.
MJ, why don't you just sit up? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out? Y'all going through all the credit? I got to be there.
Jordan himself explained his mindset early in his career.
I twisted my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you twist your ankle, young fella. Come over and sit with me. This is you need to. I said, no, man. I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
But Durant and LeBron weren't done disrespecting Jordan's era. LeBron kept going on the podcast, talking about the triangle offense. When asked why it's not used anymore,
to try to run the triangle offense right now, it'd be very challenging just because how the game is played and also how defense is covering.
LeBron said he's basically saying our era is more advanced, more complex, more difficult.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am in no way an NBA coach, but how as a basketball savant, as you guys say LeBron is, how can you say the triangle offense would not work? That's a set, bro. That's a play. How would the play not work? You guys are players. How would that not work? Please let me know, LeBron, how would that not work? That don't make sense.
Than anything Jordan dealt with. Then LeBron took it even further.
So moving off ball and passing doesn't work now?
They're questioning why ring culture matters so much in basketball.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything.
This is LeBron James, the guy who formed super teams in Miami and recruited stars to Cleveland and Los Angeles, suddenly acting like championships don't matter. Why? Because he knows he can't catch Jordan's 6 rings. So now he's trying to change the conversation to longevity and stats. Meanwhile, Larry Bird told a story that perfectly captures the old generation's mindset.
Garth Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird understood something Durant and LeBron.
See, LeBron, he not finna be mopping the floor with his body like the Bird. Like as I said earlier in this video. It's just the culture has changed. It's different type of people in the league. And you just gave these players more money and more power. So you know what that does? That just enhances whatever they can do. You just amplified every single player. So now all the players that are soft and lazy are going to be even more soft and lazier. If you gave Bird, Jordan this amount of money, y'all might have seen great. You already seen what they did with what they got. If you gave Bird and Jordan the money, Bird would have probably found a way to play 3 more years. He would have probably got some type of back surgery, replaced his whole back to play again.
Basketball isn't about preserving yourself for year 20. It's about leaving everything on the floor every single night. It's about diving for loose balls, playing defense until you can't breathe, doing whatever it takes to win. That's why Bird only played 13 seasons. That's why Jordan only played 13 full seasons. They destroyed their bodies because they cared more about winning than longevity. LeBron recently admitted he's thinking about load management himself.
You see, I be saying I can't see Bird as the GOAT because he's only played 13 seasons and he didn't play long enough for like him to be the GOAT. Or not even. I can't even say he didn't play long enough. He didn't accomplish as much as Jordan did in general. I know y'all Bird fans in the comments gonna kill me. Oh, he swept Jordan. Who cares? He had a dynasty team, let's be real. But now that I think about this, LeBron is in year 22 and he hasn't. And him and Bird, he's only one more championship than Bird. Bird's way more efficient than LeBron is on offense. And on defense, I can't say. I think LeBron's a better defender. I'm not going to lie. I feel like LeBron, when he decides to play defense, he's a better defender. But actually, dang, I can't even say that. I done seen Bird clips where he's like, his defensive IQ is crazy because he makes up for his athleticism with his like putting his hand in the passing lanes. He was getting a lot of steals now when I'm thinking about it. Let me reverse that. I can't even give LeBron a defense over Bird. LeBron's probably not even over Larry Legend. Come on, man.
When asked if playing all 82 games is still a goal, he said,
Maybe that's a goal, but yeah, we'll see.
He's already making excuses, already preparing fans for the games he's going to sit out this season. Jordan had a completely different philosophy.
Play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day, right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours?
Nothing.
I mean,
podcasting.
That's when you should be.
Jordan, you know they doing the same thing I'm doing right now. MJ, it's crazy, right? They do the same thing I'm doing. Chilling, podcasting, talking about the game. Why are you not hooping?
Be preparing for your next day of work.
That's what separates Jordan from everyone else. He understood that being an NBA player is a privilege. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play a game. The least you can do is show up and give effort every single night.
Bro, I'm sorry for pausing, but the NBA back then had dogs in the league, man. There's too many cool guys out there now, bro. Too many cool guys nowadays. I see, like, with the way the uniform restrictions were and how strict the NBA was back then, they didn't allow that many. They didn't allow the cool guys to show it. So they were low-key onto something back in the day. They didn't let you be as much as a cool guy. Jordan was kind of a cool guy too, but he was more of a killer, so he took business as business.
Jordan took that responsibility seriously.
You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck, right?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up. So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
When asked specifically about load management, Jordan's answer was definitive.
Well, it shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. The fan.
Not only that, are y'all not having fun hooping? Like, why would you want to miss a game, bro? Y'all are out. Y'all are working, bro, but come on, bro. Y'all are hooping.
Is there to watch me play? I want to impress that guy.
Even Tracy McGrady, who played in a more recent era, understood this.
There's no way I was gonna take load management when the guys I named yesterday, Kobe or AI, Paul Pierce, Vince, so those guys come into my building.
McGrady knew that if he sat out against legends, he'd be disrespecting the game and the competition.
Facts.
Here's the problem with Durant's cute little comment about Jordan playing baseball. It completely ignores the context of why Jordan retired in 1993. And that context changes everything.
Rest in peace,
Jordan
his father.
didn't wake up one morning and decide he was bored with basketball. His father was murdered that summer, killed in cold blood during a robbery. James Jordan, the man who pushed Michael to greatness, was gone. And Michael Jordan, at the absolute peak of his powers, walked away from basketball to honor his father's memory and pursue the dream they talked about, playing professional baseball. So when Durant casually throws out, "Some people play baseball," with that smirk on his face, he's not just being ignorant, he's being disrespectful. He's reducing one of the most painful moments in Jordan's life to a punchline. And
I like how he's explained this, because this is exactly how y'all were sounding like in the comments to me. This is exactly, for the most part, what y'all are trying to say. I know y'all definitely agree with this one.
LeBron, sitting right there laughing along, co-signed it. Let's talk about when Jordan actually retired. Was it after a first-round playoff exit? After getting embarrassed in the finals? No. Jordan retired after winning his third straight championship.
Bro, he retired at his peak of hooping. Like, let's really think about this. He retired at his peak. So, it definitely, like, come on, bro. Y'all lucky he retired. LeBron and KD, because then, if Jordan didn't retire, he wouldn't even give y'all a chance to say this blasphemy. As Stephen A would like to say.
He reached the absolute pinnacle of basketball and did something Magic Johnson never did, something Larry Bird never did, something Isaiah Thomas never did. A three-peat. And he did it while dealing with the grief of losing his father. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Who's making these comments? Kevin Durant, one of the biggest quitters in NBA history. In 2016, after losing to the Warriors in the playoffs.
Bro, if you put KD's teams on a piece of paper, it looks like a rainbow. I'm not taking no type of, yeah, KD. GG's for you, my boy. You done played too many teams. I mean, I know Shaquille O'Neal is in that same boat too, but he's a legend. You're a legend too, KD, but it's different. It's definitely different between you and Shaq.
Durant joined them. He joined the team that beat him, the 73-win team that already had Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green.
And Draymond, I seen a couple interviews, he was talking about KD being soft. And KD just left the Suns, you know. And then, yeah, KD, come on, bro. You can't talk about Jordan leaving to play baseball and quitting when you just left so many franchises. Because a lot of people nowadays seeing this isn't a comment. It's not a comment for superstar players to just bounce around different teams. Because when you're a superstar, you're supposed to be able to be on a team and make the difference to win. You shouldn't be needing to bounce around. They should be putting players around you, but it's all right, KD.
That move is widely considered the most spineless decision in league history. And it didn't stop there. Since leaving Golden State, Durant quit on Brooklyn, demanded a trade, couldn't handle the pressure, then he went to Phoenix. This is the guy calling Michael Jordan a quitter. Then there's LeBron. When things got tough in Cleveland the first time, he took his talents to South Beach.
And I would say this, I do feel like if KD beat LeBron in the Heat in that championship, it would have been a little different for sure. I feel like it'd been a little different. And I seen a video y'all showed me a minute ago of KD was getting cheated in that finals against LeBron. So, with the referees.
When the Heat started declining in 2014, he bolted back to Cleveland. Then when that didn't work out, he ran to Los Angeles. Every time adversity hit, LeBron found the nearest exit.
I couldn't believe that an NBA player could make $1 million. And now these guys are so lucky and blessed, and they can't play basketball 3 or 4 days a week. And I know they hide behind all the analytical bullshit from their agents and people like that. What they're really trying to do is extend their career. The way the money's been and going, depending on who you are, you're going to be able to make another $50, $70, $100 million and probably more going forward if you can extend your career 2 or 3 years.
Michael Jordan.
LeBron, as I said earlier, LeBron is a cool guy, businessman. First. He's that over the basketball. Yes, he's good at basketball. Yes, he's great at basketball. But I feel like for him, he always just makes pieces and thoughts and decisions based off his own interests. Everybody does. But when it comes to the adversary hitting, he is quick to leave and quit on his teammates, not caring about them, making the best decision for himself. He's a businessman. He's cared about the bread. He's cared about chasing rings. Whatever fits his narrative best. But being that way doesn't always help you, doesn't always put you on top or number one, man. Because, like, Jordan, for example, he is the GOAT, and he didn't have to do none of this stuff.
Jordan never chased longevity. He chased perfection. Every single season, his goal was simple. Maximize himself, maximize his team, win championships, dominate on both ends of the floor. Jordan played 15 years total, but really only 13 full seasons. In that time, he won 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and made 9 all-defensive teams. That's not just impressive, that's near perfection. Now look at Durant and LeBron combined. They've played 39 seasons, nearly 3 times as long as Jordan's peak. And what do they have to show for it? 6 championships total, 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and 5 all-defensive selections combined. In almost 40 years of basketball, they accomplished less than Jordan did in basically a decade.
Yep.
Twice the time, half the results. So yeah, Shaquille O'Neal just humiliated LeBron James and Kevin Durant, not just by calling out load management, but by reminding everyone what real legends looked like. Shaq, Jordan, Bird, Magic. They didn't make excuses. They didn't sit out games. They didn't laugh at the generation before them. They honored the game, they respected the fans, and they showed up every single night. If you think Shaq's right about low...
Yeah, I think this is definitely called for what Shaq did. I like Charles Barkley also speaking out on this, but man, the NBA, just the culture has just changed in general. And we're noticing that, we're seeing that. And I feel like it's going to go back and change again to being more tougher. Players starting to play more games. Because, you know, there's always going to be something that's going to balance it out. It's going to have to balance out at some point, I feel like. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. This is probably the only video I am dropping today. Sorry, y'all. I got y'all tomorrow, though. I'm drop more videos tomorrow. But I hope y'all all have a blessed day. It's your boy, Tori Sama, and I'm out.